Thank you very much.
Presentation?
Yes, yes. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. Just give me a few seconds to connect everything. So thank you very much. I honestly very grateful for the chance to present here. My name is Alexander Stepanenko. I'm a founder of ONMIKRO. This is the way it sounds. We are a Montreal-based robotics company, and our mission is to bring industrial automation to the microscale. And we are developing exceptionally precise industrial robots to make it happen. And before I continue, I would like to show you how it started. Basically, everything began with my personal passion for miniature precision robots. I have spent 20 years developing, designing, and essentially perfecting a variety of robotic architectures. And by the way, these are real robots. The videos were filmed in the studio. And most of these are my personal independent projects, and I've been sharing them on my YouTube channel for many years. And recently, a few months ago, I decided to show my vision for the future of industrial automation, more specifically for micro-automation. So I published several demo videos of my recent development, showcasing the robot arm, its exceptional repeatability, singularity handling, and the software. The robot was developed entirely from scratch using state-of-the-art components, and all mechanics, electronics, and software was developed by me. But the most important is that this robot is capable of achieving repeatability better than 1 micrometer consistently. And this, so far, is an order of magnitude better than any other existing industrial robot arm on the market. As a result, these publications generated very strong commercial interest. And within just a couple of months, more than 50 companies, actually much more than 50 companies, reached out to me asking to buy the robot. And what is interesting is that I didn't send a single email first. All of this came from the companies who found my work online, basically. And finally, based on these results, based on this feedback, I decided to incorporate ONMIKRO and continue this exciting mission as a Canadian company, so we can eventually bring the products that people were asked for. And so what is it exactly that our potential customers asked for? At this slide, basically, every application listed here came directly from the companies who reached out to us. This includes optics, photonics, microelectronics, microassembly, assembly of miniature medical devices, laboratory automation, and many other things, including even manipulations with the cells. And based on many hours of discussions with our potential customers, we identified 3 main requirements all of them share. First and foremost, it's exceptional repeatability, ideally better than 1 micrometer. Second is a truly miniature form factor, so they can fit 2-3 of our robots inside 1 feet cube. And finally, the ecosystem, such as grippers and tool changers, because I mean, so far there is almost nothing on this specific scale and the level of precision. So why does the market need us, actually? Is there any existing solution that can truly satisfy these requirements? And these are the smallest industrial robot arms on the market. Some of them are very famous and almost legendary, and a few brands, actually. And traditionally, they have a massive body and a bulky base, which is reasonable, because these robots are designed to carry significant payload, often measured in kilograms. In contrast, in micro-automation, the object you manipulate is extremely small and lightweight, and often weigh just several grams, and very often require magnification to work with that object. For this reason, these robots are simply not the optimal choice for the level of precision and for the scale our potential customers require. And by the way, I should mention many companies that reached out to us, they actually use some of these robots for many years. It's just they came to the point where they realized they need something even smaller, more precise and more compact. And that's why they reached out to us. So, and that's the reason why we took a different approach. Let me show you. So, as you can see, we optimized the robot architecture to be able to deliver exactly what our potential customers require. Exceptional precision in a truly compact package. And I personally believe we have entered a new class, what I call subminiature industrial robots. And now our main focus is to basically get to the market fast. So what do we need for that? Of course, we need funding. We need to hire industry professionals. We need to buy equipment so we can finalize the robots, build the ecosystem, and finally get to the market. Because, and I want to emphasize this, the technology is moving towards miniaturization very fast. And many companies are already looking for the product that basically does not yet exist. And our mission as a company to build that product, bring it to the market, and make it real. And that's exactly the reason why we are here today. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We have 2 minutes for questions.
Yeah.
So fire it. Yes.
Are you proud of what you've done?
Not yet. Not yet.
That's sorry.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, proud. Like, sorry, I'm French. Est-ce que tu es fier de ce que tu as réalisé?
No, I mean, to be honest, of course, it's a long way. I mean, as I mentioned, I started this like 20 years ago, and it's just passion, you know. Yeah, it's simply a passion. And at some point, many people reached out and asked me whether there is a chance it's gonna be, you know, commercial product and things like that. And this makes me think, okay, but probably there is a need. But that was my feeling, and that was my vision. And the reason why I published this is to justify my vision, to basically get a feedback from real customers. And after I basically spent 2 months, more than 2 months, working as an application engineer, talking to the people and suggesting what's the best way to work with their application and stuff like that. And this basically led to the company. Yeah, thank you.
I want to know, it smells passion.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, yeah.
Okay, so, sorry. You have one robot made, right? That's just the one.
I have multiple robots. This is the latest version, yeah.
Do you believe this is scalable?
Absolutely scalable, yeah, absolutely.
Because I feel like miniature, like, if you spend a lot of time just building the one model, of course you can like obtain really good repeatability. But if it's not scalable in a manufacturing way, I'd be worried in terms of like what you can actually achieve, like as a product. Like it's amazing what you've been able to do, but I'm just thinking about the future for your company. Like, what are you able to actually accomplish? And I'll be looking forward to seeing what you can actually develop.
Yeah, to be honest, from technical perspective, there's nothing complicated if you want to scale it up. From precision perspective, We use state-of-the-art components, and there is just more to it than this. But even if you think about the size and the mass, because our robot is extremely lightweight, it's just 1.5 kilo totally, just robot, and it has a shorter reach. And this itself, this alone gives us precondition to make it even more precise. As I said, there is more to it than just this, but even this alone ensures that we can achieve this consistently. Yeah, thanks.
Building on the last question, what are the biggest challenges you're facing or you're thinking about in terms of supply chain and manufacturing in Canada?
Yeah, to be honest, our goal to bring all the as much as possible manufacturing in-house. And the biggest challenge probably the people, finding the right people that are as passionate as us, and that's probably the main challenge. Yeah, thanks.
Hi, thank you. In regard to your go-to-market, you've obviously laid out a bunch of application spaces, right? Lab automation,
Yeah.
chip manufacturing. Was Montreal part of, like, why Montreal to start this, right? You lived here, but where do you see, because you can't go for all of those, right? You gotta find your beachhead, you gotta find the application space where you're gonna kind of get your first real commercial successes. Where are you seeing the lowest friction adoption to a robot like this? Like what industry, what sector? And do they have a lot of that in Canada?
Well, to be honest, from that more than 50 companies, just 2 companies reached out to us from Canada. And most of them are from different countries, from Europe, from Asia, US, many countries, in terms of customers, unfortunately. And in terms of Montreal, well, I live here for more than 10 years, and it's home for me. I know every machine shop in the area, and it's just easier to build the product here. It feels like it's easier because it's basically a home, and many talented people, many universities, and I personally have met many talented people, and many of them are here. So, and regarding industry, to be honest, all the industries on that website, on that slide that I showed, it's all basically the customers. Each of this industry, it's a physical person that I talked to during the last couple of months, and there is not so much friction when you think about how easy to adopt the solution and all this stuff. The biggest friction is probably the ecosystem, because one thing is to build a robot, because the second most common question the customers ask me is it's the gripper, tool changer, and all these things. Because they say, okay, we're gonna buy the robot, what are we gonna put on it? We need a specific gripper, and there is almost nothing on the market from that perspective. So as soon as there is a robot, and not just one, multiple robots, as soon as there is an ecosystem that can satisfy different requirements, I don't honestly see any friction at all. It's
a really good point that you kind of made. The end of our tooling is going to dictate the complexity, the relative complexity of developing one end of our tool versus another type is going to dictate where you go first. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, we don't have more time for questions, so I'm gonna thank you so much, Alexander.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.